Hi Sages, and welcome to your October 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about a momentous month ahead. I hope you're all doing really well. In this reading, I will be providing some intuitive messages for October. I will be doing a week-to-week tarot forecast and an extended reading on Patreon, which will be linked below. If you guys get a chance, check out the Patreon page. I put a lot of fun bonus content up there, and it is how this channel is possible. You get all of the extended readings. Let's dive into your general reading, Sag. Okay, so yes, Mars in Gemini, moving retrograde toward the end of the month. On your axis, there is a momentum that is coming to fruition here. You are reaching the end of a momentum. You are also communicating yourself in a different, more direct way. So the deeper part of you that might have been repressed or suppressed is coming to the surface and now being communicated. So who you've always wanted to be will be coming out in October. The dreams that you've had, the aspirations that you've had will not be able to remain inside. You're going to have to get that out. There's always a feeling with Mars and Gemini of having to talk about something that's not necessarily hard, but maybe something you've not wanted to talk about. So moving into October, that's the first and foremost thing, is like, don't be afraid to tell people who you are. Don't be afraid to tell the truth. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Because by the time it goes retrograde at the end of the month, this can turn into a shadowy thing, okay, where it's like, I have to tell somebody a really harsh truth, or I have to express something that maybe someone doesn't need to know. So it's important throughout like the first 3 weeks of October, first intuitive message, important to get it out now, or to speak the truth that you need to speak now. Also, something that I have been getting for you guys for like the last 3 days is I've been thinking about Sagittarius off and on, because I know it's going to be a big time for you with Mars retrograding on your axis. I did get a message that things have to be very business-like, or things have to be very professional too. And it's not maybe going to resonate for all of you, but I do feel that you have to watch out about blurring business and personal lines, or you have to watch out about any type of lines that could be blurred, because always whenever you have Mars retrograde in your opposite sign, this can mean that you can, through too much effort or through over trying or overdoing things, you can actually kind of upset people or create some type of chaos. It can be a chaotic thing to have, and ultimately it's going to, I think, reprogram the entire situation you're going through, and you're going to be totally confident in ways you've never been by the time we get to like November and December. But yeah, we do have to see a different type of expression coming up for you in October. Also, Sagittarius, try to be confident that you and your split decisions, or you and the decisions that you make on a whim, are good. So try to not second guess yourself is what I'm trying to say here. I feel like some of you could be even on the verge of tears about like how you were in a group of people, or how you maybe didn't take the opportunity that you needed to take, or how like what you promised yourself to be like this really incredible rising from the ashes experience became more of like a imposing experience, or became more of a like isolated experience, more so than you thought. It's okay. I don't think people are seeing you that way. What do I mean here? This is kind of an obscure message. I understand there is obscurity coming in for you in October, but that's part of your charm, I feel. Try to understand that like even things that might seem awkward probably to other people are like super cute or super charming. Also try to understand that things which are to you in your mind problems, to other people probably are not. This Mars retrograde in Gemini is going to be a time in which you're reminded of like how great you are, or how just where Sagittarius is reminded of its innate qualities as a Jupiter ruled sign. Also Jupiter being like the closest to the earth in October that it's been in such a long time. It's a very auspicious time for you, but that auspiciousness comes as a result of your willingness to not be too insecure, or to not be beating yourself down at all. There's a confidence that has to reemerge here, But it's not a pushy kind of confidence. It's a still and kind of tranquil confidence that I feel coming back in for you this month. Also, you have the Ace of Wands reversed. My eye is being pulled to that. And these incredible three major arcana cards, the Hermit, the Death card, and the Empress. There is a certain kind of creativity or a certain kind of creative cycle that is ending for you now. And it's queuing up a new way of life. And that's going to be reinforced also by like your material reality. So you might do better, or you might have like a windfall come in that reinforces your need to shift things up. Scorpio also had this Ace of Wands reversed. So this entire part of the zodiac is kind of maybe going through burnout, it could be, but also just like knowing that a certain creative cycle is eventually coming to a close. And how you face that, or how you maybe celebrate that, is important this month. Finally, before we get into the week-to-week Sag, my final intuitive message is that you want to almost think less hierarchically here, okay? So try to take a more humanist approach, or a more humanitarian approach. Human relationships, real relationships, professional networks. Try to not get in this place where it's like that person is so far above me or beneath me, or any of this like leveling or hierarchical mindsets, because I feel that they only really cause anger or cause some type of regret. So you're looking to maybe have a more one-on-one type of relationship grow, or just a more human-to-human relationship. Okay, let's talk about your week to week. Week number 1, the Queen of Swords, rooted down by the Ace of Wands reversed. A decision to not contribute to things that burn you out, making choices in your life that keep you healthy, better diet, better sustainable actions, rather than pushing so hard. So I feel like you might be gassed at this time, or you might be, what I mean is it's like you're not having the energy, or not having like the gas to really do some of this stuff. So watch out for inflating things, or overdoing things, over pushing, because I feel that there might be a little bit less natal energy coming in right now. So you need to maybe make that apply to more. In the second week, you have the Six of Wands rooted down by the Hermit. So that is very antithetical energy. On one hand, you have the confidence, the poise, the dignity, the grace of the Six of Wands, the procession of the Six of Wands. But then there's also this thing that only you are going through, or this maybe private experience that you're having that nobody else knows about, or this way in which you're kind of maybe having like a monastic, or even like just hermit type of experience. So it's almost like a double life, or it's almost like a dualist kind of way of seeing the world. And that has a bigger significance for you. So don't get too discouraged about it, but you're maybe like lucky enough to see the world from two very different perspectives right now. And in the second week of October, that's going to really come into focus, like how you are, on one hand, facing something alone, and then on the other hand, also facing something else with a lot of support and a lot of solidarity. So it's kind of showing you both of those scenarios, so that you can maybe choose which you prefer, or you can merge these things together. You can do whatever you like. Week number 3, you have the Six of Pentacles rooted down by the Death card. Okay, so again, ending hierarchy. Try to not maybe lend or borrow as much here. Watch out for monetary concerns. You want to be careful about overspending, or over lending, over borrowing. There's a big change in your spending habits. There's also a big change in your contractual relationships coming up in the third week of October. So as we hit Scorpio season, as we go into your collective 12th house, there is a new way that you're making deals, or a new way that you are connecting with other people. It seems less contractual, and it seems more human, okay? Because to me, it seems like a death of the Six of Pentacles energy. So rather than connecting to people in a hierarchical sense, you're connecting to people in more of a human sense, and more of a person-to-person sense. And that's the most important thing I can tell you this month, Sag, is like, even if you're dealing with people who you seem to think have like a higher rank or lower rank than you, whether this is in a professional context or in whatever kind of context, try to make it more humane, okay? By the 4th week, you have the Empress rooted down by Page of Swords, and you are actually being really helped, or really supported. I feel that you might have like assistants, or you might have new people that you can delegate to. Also, people will be willing to help you. People will be willing to communicate on your behalf. People will be willing to also proofread your material or lend you a helping hand. I feel that the fourth week is the energy of a helping hand, so you might be offering your assistance to other people, and then other people might also be offering to assist you. So there's a lessening or reducing kind of independence here and more of a teamwork vibe that's more humanly based rather than contractually based coming in. And this really helps you to face themes of burnout. And it also helps you to decide to what degree you want to be facing things alone and to what degree you don't want to be. Facing it all as the Queen of Swords with that solid and sound judgment will be the best way for this month. Anyway, Sag, let's look more into that in your extended reading. I hope you enjoyed this, kind of brief this month, but I am thinking that for you, you need a very concise and less lengthy situation this month. So like saying things quickly, being direct, not beating around the bush is good. However, I will be doing an extended reading for you all on Patreon. I will get a central theme and 2 supporting themes and a significator card, and we'll look more into it. That'll be linked below. Have a great month, Sag. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.